Tonight we steal the moon!
Oh my God. Okay, right there we didn't have much reason to quote Gru and the Minions, besides the fact that the biggest skill that high school has taught us is to embarrass ourselves first. Because if we embarrass ourselves first, like participating in crab soccer at the spring assembly, cracking a joke in class, or letting our guard down with a new friend, we disarm the fear of being judged, and it allows us to build a connection with each other a whole lot faster.
Good evening, Lake Washington class of 2026. Please be seated. My name is Logan Schmidt, and fittingly beside me is my partner in crime, Jesse Kang. We've both had the honor of being this year's Student Body Co-Presidents. Today we're here to celebrate you, your accomplishments, and your ability to overcome the impossible. Everyone in this room has done something impossible. For some, sitting here today, walking across this stage might have seemed impossible. Impossible that you have the chance to go on to a 4-year university, a community college, a trade school, an apprenticeship, a job, or a gap year. We're here to tell you that you've done the impossible before, and you're very possible will do it again. So when the hard times come, and I'm sure they will, don't stop, don't give in, by all means, don't give up, because you've all done the impossible before.
We have all been shaped and changed by what we deemed impossible. For me, my quiet 8th grade self would be shocked to see me standing here on this stage today. It can be easy to forget our hardships because we're strong individuals and that is how our brains are built. However, I urge you to remember and celebrate the hard things you've done, whether that's surviving a grueling junior year, overcoming adversities in your personal life, or forging a future that seemed impossible. Remember it because you've earned it.
And every time I think we've measured our capacity to meet the next impossible challenge, overcome the next impossible feat, I look out into this crowd and I'm reminded that capacity may well be limitless. So go out there and do the impossible again. Be bold, be brave, be curious, be in love with impossibility.
So, as ironic as it sounds, go embarrass yourselves in the paths that you will embark on, and as uncertain as those paths may be, go do the hard things, do the impossible things, because you've done it before and you can do it again.
Before we welcome our principal and begin tonight's program, it's important to us to acknowledge the Coast Salish people of this land, the land which touches the shared waters of the tribes and bands within the Squamish, Tulalip, and Muckleshoot nations.
Now, please join us to welcome someone who has helped us reach for the moon these past 4 years, Dr. Christine Bell.
Good evening. Please rise for the national anthem.
Time
Thank you, band. Thank you. All right, good afternoon, Lake Washington High School students, families, staff, guests. I'm grateful for the opportunity to gather with you for this celebration of our graduates. We have the honor of gathering today in this beautiful place as guests of the University of Washington. With me on stage this evening are Board President Lisa Guthrie and Directors Lindsay Yoakum and Angela Mikoff. Welcome, members of the board. Also joining us this evening are members of our district leadership team, Superintendent Dr. John Holman, Mr. Matthew Gillingham, Dr. Jen Rose, Mr. Pablo Ortega, and Dr. Matt Livingston. Thank you. Now let's take a moment to honor our staff. Lake Washington High School staff, will you please stand and be recognized? Those individuals have the best job because they get to work the closest to our students. Our teachers, our counselors, and members of our staff have gone above and beyond this year to provide every opportunity to our students. Lastly, here with us this afternoon is our music department directors, Matthew Cruz and Heidi Menzenbergs-Vilna. Thank you, Lake Washington High School staff. And now I would like to introduce our school board president, Ms. Lisa Guthrie, who will address our graduates.
Speaking on behalf of the Lake Washington School District Board of Directors, I want to congratulate the Lake Washington High School class of 2026. To the families, friends, and educators, you knew when these graduates needed a push to go further, when they needed a warm hug and a chocolate chip cookie, and when they just needed space to grow on their own. Your love and dedication made today possible. Thank you. Graduates, we've gathered to honor the hard work and achievements that have brought you to this day. You may have arrived here feeling polished, confident, ready for what comes next, as well you should. You may also be feeling uncertain, apprehensive, less than perfect. Today we're celebrating you, each and every one of you, because you've earned it. And what a moment to be graduating, just a few weeks before America turns 250, a milestone for a country that, by its own founding ideals, has always been striving not to be perfect, but to become a little more perfect. As poet Amanda Gorman wrote, "We're far from polished, far from pristine, but that doesn't mean we are striving to form a union that is perfect. We are striving to forge a union with purpose." That's your invitation too, not to be perfectly polished, but to be purposeful. Not to wait for your future to arrive fully formed, but to forge it. Class of 2026, the board is deeply proud of you, each and every one of you. Now, go forge your future with purpose. Congratulations. And now I'd like to introduce Lake Washington School District Superintendent, Dr. John Holman.
Good evening, family, friends, staff, board members, and most importantly, yes, our graduates of the 2026 class of the Lake Washington High School. Graduates, tonight is a celebration of accomplishment, growth, and possibility. It is a moment to recognize not only where you have been, but where you go. Known as the Kangs, but officially the Kangaroos, your mascot offers important lessons. Kangaroos are powerful. They move forward with extreme diligence. They're adaptable, they're stable, they have balance. These concepts represent a Kang, and that is pretty interesting and pretty cool. But what I also know is that being a Kang is more than just those elements. And I'm gonna test a theory right now, because I believe that being a Kang is more than just being powerful, strong, and adaptable. Because I'm gonna say something and this whole crowd is gonna finish the sentence for me. Because it's once a Kang, it's more than just about the skill sets, mindsets. It's also about the community that is represented when you're a Kang. As you look around this arena tonight, you can see your own source of balance and support. Parents, grandparents, siblings, teachers, friends, and mentors who have helped you navigate challenges and celebrate successes along the way. Your journey to this stage has not always been easy, and each experience helped shape you to who you are today. Each obstacle taught you something. Each step moved you forward. As you leave Lake Washington High School, there will be times when the future is uncertain. There will be moments when you wish you had all the answers before taking the next step. Well, you don't need all the answers. You simply need the courage to keep moving forward. As you head into your adult life, each of you will follow a unique path. While none of us can predict exactly where that journey will lead, we can be confident that the strengths you have developed as a member of this remarkable community and this remarkable school will help you navigate whatever comes next. Tonight, celebrate how far you've come, thank those who helped make this journey possible, and tomorrow begin looking ahead at what is possible. Congratulations, Lake Washington High School Class of 2026. Go forward with confidence, pursue your aspirations boldly, and continue to embody the very best of what it means to be a graduate of Lake Washington School District and the Lake Washington High School. Thank you.
Hard to top a speech about kangaroos. Well done. Once again, good evening. It's my honor each year to stand before our graduates. And on behalf of the staff of Lake Washington High School, congratulate them on this incredible milestone. I not only represent our staff, though, because I stand here as a proxy for educators who have supported you for the last 13 years or more of your educational journey. Your whole lives, you see, have led you to this very moment right now. Every swim meet, orchestra concert, school lunch, field trip, guest speaker, science lab, art show, it's all been a part of your journey, a thread in the tapestry that is uniquely you. I'd like to take a moment to let that sink in. In the audience today are your friends, family, and members of our community. I'd like you to take a moment and look up in the stands and find your people and give them a wave. Hey, class of 26, let's have a round of applause for your families. How about that? Let's give it up for the families. Let's go. Our audience is here today because they believe in you. You represent so much to them. Some of them have traveled across the world to be here this evening. For some families, for some of your families, you may be the first to graduate from high school. Each of you represents the 18 years of hopes, dreams, and perseverance needed to get you here. I hope that you can feel it when you look up in those stands, because that's love. As you soak in these moments, remember this. This is important. Education is the one thing that cannot be taken from you. It's the one thing in life that you earn that you cannot lose. Education is also a resource that is limited only to your imagination and your drive. As you head into your adult lives, take advantage of the opportunities to learn. Yes, we all know you're going to do great things. you will study complex philosophy, design businesses, master molecular physics, and build a new future for us all. But education, it's so much more than that. It exists in learning from everything. Life will require your attention. Observe people, read signs, listen to podcasts, go on a road trip without your phone, play in the marching band, engage in volunteerism, educate yourself on politics, and for goodness sakes, vote. Class of 26, I want you to travel, educate yourself more about your own humanity. Don't waste the most precious resource that you have. It's time. Don't waste time. Don't waste time by scrolling through life. Make the most of each moment because after all, it's better not to count the days, but to make each day count. 4 years ago, I welcomed you to LDUB, and I asked you to fully embrace life as a king, to squeeze all the experience you could from high school, and to make safe choices. 2 years ago, we asked you to disengage from your phones in the classroom and to focus instead on the people around you. This year, I talked to you all about love, about excellence, and about knowing your big three, those 3 people you can go to for questions, advice, and guidance. And as you head out into the next phase of your lives, I encourage you to hold on to those people who have been there for you. Today is the day to honor them, to thank them, and to celebrate. Moving forward as you build your own community, embrace the opportunities you will have to mentor and guide others. You have been given an incredible gift, opportunities that most other young adults have not had. And with that comes a responsibility to give back and to create a community that's better than this one. Each of you, you are beautiful, you matter, and you are forever kings. On behalf of each of your educators, my administrative team, the staff of Lake Washington High School, and the communities of Kirkland and Redmond, I congratulate you on your achievement. You did it. All right, let's take some time to recognize you. We will now recognize students who have earned special recognition. Students with these designations, please stand and remain standing. Departmental award recipients, those who wear a white cord, please stand. Remain standing. Students with a GPA of 3.5 to 3.79, those with a silver cord, please stand. Remain standing. Those who wear a gold cord, students with a GPA of 3.8 to 4.0, please stand. National Honor Society award recipients, those with a medal, please stand. And how about those students with the 4.0 who wear the 4.0 pin, please stand. All right, y'all, it's hot in here. Have a seat, have a seat. You're good. Have a seat, thank you. Now, students who have received the Biliteracy Medallion, please stand. Our biliterate students. Way to go. Thank you. Golden King recipients who wear a gold medal, if you're a Golden King, please stand. Congratulations. AP Capstone Diploma recipients who are wearing a medal. AP Capstone, please stand. National Merit finalists and scholarship winners, please stand. Nice job. And finally, our Servant Leadership Award honorees, Jesse King and Kayla Valise, who also wear a medal. Please stand. Jesse and Kayla. Good job, ladies. Thank you. Let's give it up for all of our award recipients and honorees. And now we welcome Lyrica, who will perform I'll Be On My Way.
When I am gone, don't you cry for me. Don't you pity my sorry soul. What pain there might have been will now be past, and my spirit will be whole. I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way. As my feet are climb on the ground, I will be glory bound. I'll be on my way. When I am gone, don't you cry for me, don't you pity my sorry soul. What pain there might have been will be now be past, and my spirit will be full.
I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way. I have left my feet a climb on the ground. I will be glory bound. I'll be on my way. When I am gone, please forgive the wrongs that I might have done to you. There'll be no room for regrets up there high above, way beyond the blue. I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way. And my throne and all my burdens down. I'll be on my way.
When I am gone, please don't look for me in the places I have been. I'll be alive, but somewhere else. I'll be on my way again. I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way.
With my wings and soar to the air, there'll be glory everywhere. I'll be on my way.
I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way.
I'll have laid my front and all my burdens down, and I will be glory bound. I'll be on my way. Let my feet off climb on the ground. I will be glory bound. I'll be on my way.
That was beautiful. Thank you, Lyrica. Now we're in for a real treat, everybody. I'd like to introduce our first speaker, Madison Figueroa Doblato. Please give it up for Madison.
Good evening, everyone, families, teachers, and most importantly, the class of 2026. My name is Maddie, and I'm very honored to stand before you today. Before I start, I just want to say, we did it. Something that once felt like it would take forever is suddenly over. And honestly, I still can fully process that. Because I remember thinking high school was going to be this long, slow journey, but somehow it all went by in a blink. Someone once told me that days are long, but the years are short. Back then, I didn't really understand it, but now I do. Siempre para adelante y la cabeza arriba. Because the days felt long, the stress, las horas aprendiendo de dos idiomas, dos culturas y dos mundos diferentes. The moments where you felt stuck or overwhelmed. Those felt like they will never end. But the years just flew by. And now we're here. Not as freshmen trying to figure everything out, but as seniors about to walk across this stage and step into something completely new. And to be honest, this year didn't even look that way I expected to. Some plans didn't go the way I thought they would. There were moments that were harder than I ever could have imagined. But at the same time, I grew more than I ever expected to. Because high school isn't just about what goes right. It's about how you keep going when things don't. And that's something I see in all of us. We keep showing up, seguimos intentando, even when we're stressed and unsure. We don't give up. So today isn't just about graduation. Es sobre todo lo que hicimos para estar aquí. It's about the late nights, the early mornings, the setbacks, los pequeños logros, the friendships that stay, and the ones that change us. It's about learning who we are, and I think that's something we don't talk about enough. Because when we're reaching out assignments and expectations, we're also becoming people. People with goals, dreams, responsibilities, and stories that nobody else fully sees. And I just want to say, I'm proud of us. Not just for finishing high school, but for everything we ever came to get here. I'm proud of myself too. 8 years ago, I came to the United States without knowing any English. Today, I stand here giving this speech in a language I once couldn't understand at all. And I know I'm not the only one with a story like that. Every person sitting here has overcome something to reach this moment. So to my classmates, thank you. Gracias por las memorias, the laughs, el apoyo, and even the challenges. Because every single one of those things helped shape us into the people we are today. And to everyone who supported us, our families, teachers, and friends, thank you. Thank you for believing in us, even when we didn't always believe in ourselves. I would also like to take a moment to thank my mom. Porque quiero agradecerte, mamá, por haber sacrificado tanto de tu vida para que yo pudiera tener una mejor. Por enseñarme a ser fuerte, a confiar en mí misma y a seguir adelante incluso cuando era difícil. Este logro también lleva todo lo que tú me enseñaste y quiero que sepas que eres una de las mujeres más fuertes que conozco. Porque donde faltó papá, siempre sobró mamá. Sé que no pudiste estar conmigo hoy, pero siempre te llevo aquí. Y quiero que sepas que te quiero mucho y agradezco tu esfuerzo. De todo corazón, muchas gracias. I love you, mommy. Today isn't the end of our story. It's the beginning of a new chapter. Y aunque no sabemos lo que viene después, we already proven that we're capable of more than we think. Because growth doesn't come from having all the answers. It comes from showing up, from trying, from never giving up on yourself. So whatever life takes us next, college, work, new cities, new dreams, I hope we carry that with us. That strength we build, the lessons we learn, and the reminder that we're capable of more than we think. Because we did it. Nos merecemos estar aquí. We made it through something that once felt impossible. And if we can do this, imagine what else we can do. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Thank you for sharing those words with us, Maddie. Before I introduce our next speaker, please Please enjoy this musical performance by the Lake Washington High School Band and Orchestra, performing Summon the Heroes. Thank you for that performance. I'd like to introduce our second student speaker, Mia Huseman. Give it up for Mia.
Okay, I'm ready, I think.
Say every word, you got it.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Mia Lee Quach Heisman, and I'm so happy I get to speak in front of all of you today. I'm often told that I wear my heart on my sleeve, and tonight I would like to share a piece of my heart with you and take you back to the sandbox of elementary. I think high school is a lot like a sandbox. Our first day was the first time we stepped in. We had our sandcastle molds and a shovel, just like how we'd have our supplies, like those perfect yellow pencils. The sand was new and untouched. We were ready to take it on, but the first time I tried to build a sandcastle, I packed it with sand, I flipped it upside down, Big reveal, it was a pile of sand. And honestly, that's what high school kind of felt like. In freshman year, we thought we knew what classes we were gonna take, the friends we would have, the grades we were gonna get, and even the university we would get into. But for some of us, our plan didn't really go the way we envisioned. Unfortunately, my sophomore year, my Uncle Kwachi passed away. He meant a lot to me. He embodied perseverance. He created many businesses, and a lot ended up failing, but one thing he never did was give up. And even though he's passed away, a lot of what he's taught me remains alive in me. I think a lot of people could relate to that. Plans not coming to fruition. Maybe there were issues at home, a bad score on a test, or maybe you didn't end up staying friends with the people you thought. Having moments we were so sure of, moments that we mapped out every detail in our head, and yet it didn't turn out how we imagined. For the moments I was crushed, my dad would tell me, if at first you don't succeed, fry a hen. Now, that was my dad's way of saying, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Now, I'm not really sure where he got that line from, but it's definitely stuck with me. And I think that shows the beauty of the sandbox. Even if the castle falls apart, you don't just walk away. You sit down, you grab your shovel, and you start building all over again. Maybe in the same way, maybe with a new plan, or maybe you find out you don't even need the sandcastle mold, but you keep building again. But maybe it was never about building the perfect sandcastle. Maybe it was about rebuilding it. The beauty of it wasn't from the sandcastle itself, but the work it took us to get here. The sand under our fingernails or in our shoes. The perfect plan isn't real, but what is the act of building and rebuilding. Just to do it all over again, even if it fails. The high school experience taught us that a collapsed sandcastle is just another opportunity to rebuild and work with more sand. So guys, as we all leave this place, I challenge you by choice to not focus on the sandcastle itself, but the person you became while building it. It's time to find a bigger sandbox and show them what you can build. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you, Mia. And now the rite of passage you have been waiting for. Dr. Holman, please join me at the podium as I present to you the class of 2026. On behalf of the Lake Washington High School staff, I hereby certify that the students before us this afternoon have met all graduation requirements as established by the Lake Washington School District in the state of Washington. It is my honor to present to you Lake Washington High School's class of 2026.
Congratulations.
All right, graduates, let us prepare for the presentation of your diplomas. The name readers selected by the class are Miss Meg Corey, Miss Kate Moore, Miss Irene Pfister, and Miss Bethany Shota. Our senior class advisors are Miss Mercer Brown and Miss Stephanie Marin, and they will hand out diplomas.
Jiaching Jesse Kang. Shreya Amit Kumar.
Logan Arakawa Schmidt.
Yuval Amate.
Madison Figueroa Debuano.
Roland Mutaki M. Tower.
Mia Lee Quach Heisman.
Coulter Nicholas Anderson.
William Cross Callahan.
Madeline Kathleen Anderson.
Kale Edward Adams.
Sai Shrija Anna.
Matthew Jacob Adib.
Nagul Varshan Arkat Santha Kumar.
Elizabeth Adriana Aguilar.
Hensi Martina Arnon.
Annalie Aguilar.
Caleb Milo Arthur.
Aiden Alisaretov.
Sarah Asmaram.
Kaya Elidas.
Thomas Michael Astier.
Dan Altaraz.
Dorsa Nami Raniran.
Alessandro Amador.
Anusha Barodevaj.
Amit Azarkan.
Amir Bibliowitz.
Jaden Alexander Babalai.
Shani Bibliowitz.
Matthew Bainter.
Ryan Joseph Bickdash.
Aura Baker.
Sabian Dominique Black.
Tara Bali.
Asha Blondeel.
Jackson Daniel Ballard.
Lila Bly.
Gerardo Benuelos Benitez.
Sasha Boger.
Gabby Barrett Bowen.
Varun Reddy Balavaram.
Christian Barth.
Max Bowser.
Drake Brennan Bassler.
Ryan Boyd.
Oliver Bernard.
Cooper Addison Bradley.
Ian Basega.
Dara Lucia Bruling.
Hayden Finn Bettis.
Viet Calming.
Marin Page Brown.
Brady Eric Carlson.
Olivia Lee Bullock.
Christian David Cartagena.
Michael Alexander Bergen.
Kaylin Case.
Kai Burns.
Dominic Castelli Flanders.
Geethika Biragapali.
Adrian Estrella Ceniceros.
Cameron Buscarino.
Kritika Chala.
Faith Chanel Bussey.
Oliver Yuming Chan.
Jenny Butler.
Audrey Chang.
Logan Emmanuel Bikes.
Charlotte Hannah Chang.
Olivia Bazard.
Vignan Kishore Chana Manavani.
Sadai Byers.
Upasana Chatterjee.
Daniel Calbucci.
Gabriella Fahey Claiborne.
Elizabeth Carol Cameron.
Julia Claiborne.
Aiden Chavez.
Stephen Francis Clift.
Alessandra Chavez.
Jane Marie Clinton.
Edgar Frederick Fichavola.
Megan Conley.
Julie Kaede Che.
Tyler J. Conroy.
Ryan Chen.
Janine Kairaz Contractor.
Rohan Chilakuri.
Bailey Addison Cook.
Anna Yena Chow.
William Thomas Cooley.
Isabella Yeji Chow.
Daniel Alexander Cornett.
Emma Ji Tung Chow.
Julian Marcus DeBleek.
Finn Patrick Christensen.
Camden Lee Demule.
Paige Caitlin Christensen.
Robera DeRessa.
Christopher Kalak Chu.
Annalise Violet Jerome.
Deborah Sinavilakumba.
Saket Charan Reddy Desam.
Austin Martin Coop.
Mugdha Deshpande.
Gabriel Coyle.
Marcel DeVries.
Asher Bryant Crossley.
Ryan Paul DeVries.
Ridley Carter Crump.
Gursher Korda.
Mateo Cummings.
Jonathan Ricardo Diaz Sanchez.
Quinn Courier.
Shi Thong.
Tavisha Demarla.
Malia Renee Donahue.
Lorenzo D'Ambrosi.
Leah Georgia Dorland.
Nandini Damodaran.
Zayan Zainab El Arab.
Valerie Dannenberg.
Emmy Elman.
Danny Darwaza.
Mohammed Karim El Sayed.
Chase Detal.
Pluto Ensley.
Joao De Souza.
Dino Exarhos.
Moksh Alok Doshi.
Connor Fagan.
Sophie Nalane Drama.
Lucia Kirill Feldman.
Okay. Liana Shannon DeSouza.
Emily Catherine Page Fell.
Isabel Duke.
Andre Fernandez Ferreira.
Madden Elizabeth Duncan.
Scarlett Farrell.
Malia Dunlap.
Tal Finzi.
Lahari Durba.
Alon Fisher.
Jackson Allen East.
Jaime Garcia Cruz.
Madeline Fong Edgar.
Marina Garcia de Vicente.
Aaron Edison.
Christian Garcia Lazo.
Aslam Yefimov.
Brooke Elizabeth Gardner.
Matthew Eisenhart.
Cadence Marie Garwood.
Mary Catherine Fitzsimons.
Sebastian Nicholas Govang.
Kian Parker Flax.
Autumn Brooke Gary.
Austin Floyd.
Itai Gendelman.
Lucy Joy Ford.
Wilson Gang.
Aiden Francis.
Eric Goulian.
Aubriella Frazier.
Mason Daniel Gibbons.
Kingston Sinatra Frazier.
Lillian Michaela Gregory.
Adrian Freeman.
Stella Gregorian.
Lillian May Fuller.
Mateo Gross.
Ananya Gadapali.
Rain Guidi de Almeida.
Ren Taylor Garbez.
Aris Iskandar Gudri.
Miguel Angel Garcia.
Jerry Gao.
Ria Gill.
Anjita Garala.
Emma Kate Gilmer.
Jangmin Ha.
Arushi Goda.
Paige Marty Haberl.
Jaden Lawrence Goings.
Peyton Hall.
Maria Clara Gomez Capella.
Maximilian Peter Stewart Hammer.
Evita Virginia Gonzalez.
Patrick
Aubrey-
Kazuma Gonzalez.
Aubrey May Hanson.
Claire Emerson Goodrich.
Owen William Hansky.
Vineet Gopalam.
Leah Hong.
Keshav Manu Gopinath.
Sue Hong.
Leliana Elizabeth Marie Green.
Naomi Howard.
Tyler James Green.
Feiyang Hugo Huang.
Devin Harbani.
Molly Huff.
Jackson Harrison.
Evie Elizabeth Hashuk.
Connor Matthew Huey.
Danya Hassan.
Grayson Alexander Weezy.
Isabel Rose Hepler.
Ryder Jonah Houston.
Susanna Kotori Hernandez Yukabuchi.
Natasha Shuppel.
Gal Hillel.
Jamarcus Jackson.
Bakir Hadzik.
Hannah Jahandari.
Brody Honer.
Karthik Abhinav Chavati.
Nathaniel Joseph Hoggard.
Jordan Briley Carl.
Ronan Leonidas Holmes.
Divya Karthikeyan.
Jaden Hong.
Aiden James Kaufman.
Anjay Jun.
Rio Kawamoto.
Abhimanyu Jindal.
Katie Keller.
Shane Joby.
Kyler Grant Keller.
Luke James Johnson.
Francesca Isabel Kennedy.
Angus Jones.
Akeem Kababulin.
Oliver Sky Jungles.
Jasmine Kov.
Delilah Kalak.
Helena Trinity Kilgore.
Akil Kala.
Jonah Byungchun Kim.
Binyam Kalning.
Anna Rebecca Kinnestrand.
Jenna Kamel.
Andrea Izanam Kuonu.
Jerry King.
Kiara Blue LeBay.
Shweta Kanan.
Zoheb Lakani.
Caden Matthew Frank Kivett.
Anika Lau.
Nathan Knoblich.
Pablo Calzache Lancarica.
Ada Jane Knudsen.
Rebecca Levitt.
Lucy Eileen Cohagen.
Zayden Ravi Lakoven.
David Jiacheng Converser.
Chie Yunsu Lee.
Jeha Ku.
Dean Chandler Ledger.
Daniel Christian Kwakudu.
William Eli Letelier.
Tate Colin Kuhn.
Leo Leon.
Anushka Kulkarni.
Elizabeth Leanne.
Shlok Kulkarni.
Madeline Marie Maddock.
Eleanor Kurowski.
Amelie Madison.
Sophia Kirillo.
Annika Kate Mallet.
Avery Lynn.
Grace Samia Marcus.
David Lynn.
Sonia Maharaj.
Emily Maylee Lynn.
Lila Vina Malik.
Jonathan Lynn.
Emma Malachek.
Ari Max Lysick.
Carter Momborg.
Kai Lovelace.
Akshara Venkata Naga Manchakalapati.
Lindsay Aaron Lowry.
Yash Mangrulkar.
Trip Loy.
Gavin Andrew Mann.
Vera Madeline Lundy.
Angel G. Martinez.
Olivia Lux.
Brian Leonardo Martinez.
Lucas Machado.
Aria Dylan Mirhidari.
Christopher Ray Macias.
Noah Middleman.
Ben Milstein.
Omar Mizrahi.
Georgia K. Mills.
Leanne Moad.
Bavesh Mehruva.
Yale Moon.
Benjamin Merker.
Alexa Nicole Moore.
Isadora Mendez Santana.
Julie Abigail Molina.
Isha Marotra.
Jonas Michael Moran.
Amarali Mayer.
Mark Morozov.
Sanjana Medakirti.
Vaughn Connick Morton.
Connor McFadden.
Jaina Muneta.
Isla McCullough.
Isabella Nichols.
Pryfa Maidana Matafala.
Harrison Douglas Nichols.
Nicholas Morellier.
Henry Thomas Nichols.
Jack Munko.
Ella Nielsen.
Sudishna Nadamala.
Atia Nilfarouche.
Ava Janae Nelson.
Joseph Jasper Nimmer.
Gabriella Newman.
Kane Than Nishikawa.
Sabrina Hazel Nangozi.
Sorbilig Orcher.
Elias Ing.
Logan O'Hare.
Gialpo Nochi.
Sebastian Jesus Olivares.
Avie Nalamachu.
Benjamin Reddick Olson.
Joseph Boyd Nays.
Matei Oltanu.
Suridara Wynn.
Liam August Peterson.
Quinn Nguyen.
William Thomas Peterson.
Taylor Wynn.
David Leo Pasakoff.
Dylan Nguyen.
Gisele Celestine Pham.
Finn Ostrom.
Trong Pham.
Marina Massimo Pice.
Hunter Patrick Phipps.
Omkar Pankaj Page.
David Thorne.
Lucas Oliveda Paixão.
Max Adam Pleats.
Katea Suliana Palefa.
Joshua Tyler Pokis.
Richa Arya Palepu.
Kai Anthony Porter.
Shivali Panda.
Devanandana Priya.
Rudra Pandit.
Brandon Pugh.
Rajan Parhar.
Neil Anthony Quadros.
Owen Polovich.
Evan Reyes.
Bowen Peck.
Noam Baruch Resnick.
Ruby Jean Peterson.
Yali Shai Ribalov.
Estevan Perez.
Rowan Richens.
Caitlin Radko.
Grant Richter.
Nicole Radko.
Clara Rocha de Silva.
Lael Rammerman.
Alexander Owen Rock.
Anya Ramji.
Elise Julie Rowe.
Chelsea Angelic Ramos Aquila.
Justin Jonas Rostad.
Aran Randawa.
Daniel Alexander Ruglianich Galan.
Kaushal Srinivasa Rao.
Anna Roos.
Elijah Rashi.
Boran Sadegilarin.
Ashlyn Reese.
Jay Sanani.
Benjamin Reese.
Anvita Seshadri.
Zoe Harmony Ralph.
Hajar Shaban.
Artemy Rizov.
Ishan Sharma.
Emerson Kathleen Repass.
Alexander Shadalin.
Nathan Luke Saldana.
Blake Matthew Schaefer.
Amol Samir.
Jesus Sheja.
Janice Luba Shanti.
Sydney Kelly Shepard.
Isabel Rose Santos.
Nikki Shirazi.
Islam Sariev.
John Robert Shirley.
Varshith Sati.
Katya Oksana Shur.
Nicholas B. Schultz.
Evan Edward Spangler.
Jacob Cole Schwartz.
Preston Harris Spencer.
Samantha Scott.
Fedor Stepanuk.
Allison Yolette Segovia.
Tamir Stern.
Sachi Kihara Seno.
Jason Lee Stoll.
Sid Sidem.
Eric Straka.
Asher Kazuo Seaver.
Kaylin Ann Strom.
Santiago Silva.
Darvin Sundarevan.
Tyson Luke Simakon.
Surya Suresh Ram.
Rebecca Matt Simons.
Shukran Subi.
Harsha Singla.
Yuri Tanaka Bansado.
Amit Sitruk.
Alex Tang.
Elijah Slater.
Gabriel Thomas Tribble.
Micah Slater.
Zahan Pandey Tursa.
Sadie Julia Snyder.
Vi Twyman.
Yegor Shishko.
Imujin Otral Bayan.
Gabriela Alves Suda.
Emily Unger.
Ayana Tara Yarova.
Aida Gol Usmani.
Jackson David Teresh.
Ashley Renee Usitalo.
Brendan Eric T.
Eleanor Jean Valles.
Mahek Tantarate.
Kate Jamson Nancy Valente.
Hopper Lynn Thomas.
Dahlia Valles.
Micah Thomas.
Ethan Armando Waller.
Nathan Thomas.
James Thomas Walter.
Henry Tim.
Anthony Malcolm Walters.
Josie Daniel Tisdale.
James Yifan Wang.
Sogo Tojima.
Isabella Rose Warmington.
Alexander Tanako.
Matthew John Warmington.
Andre Martinez Torres.
Harrison Warwick.
Malachi Ephraim Tungate.
Aiden Sean White.
Roman Vassar.
Kellen Wilk.
Guadalupe Anaí Vega Ruiz.
Olivia Sophia Grace Williams.
Mercedes Elizabeth Velasquez.
Eden Michael Wilson.
Andrea Wan.
Kayla Alexandra Veliz.
Mabel Wong.
Jordana Ventura.
Xavier Antonio Boylan.
Isabella Socorro Vergara Nguyen.
Romy Yoff.
Jared Villasenor.
Cooper Vincent.
Takahiro Andrew Yoshida.
Natalie Vitone.
Elena Zarling.
Aliki Vuchaz.
Sophia Zhang.
Krista Ann Volstek.
Victor Zong.
Emerson Wallenzak.
Yevon Shmilo.
Arvin Kubcher.
Amit Ziegel.
Sophia Woodall.
Jennifer Michaels.
Fowa Ul.
Tian Sheng.
Maxim Yakovlev.
Daphna Nasha Yildirim.
All right, graduates, we're about to make it official. Before I introduce our final speaker, I have a couple of announcements. Following the turning of the tassels, students, you will exit through the back of the floor and up the stairs. From there, please exit the building to take pictures outside. Parents, please remain seated until graduates have all departed and meet your students outside. All pictures must be taken outside as preparations will be underway to close the building. Graduates, you each have a bottle of water. Take that with you, and if it's empty, recycle it. Do not leave it where your chairs are. Thank you. It's the last time I get to boss you around. Okay, everyone. I would like to please invite to the podium the senior class president, Will Callahan. And Will help us with the customary turning of the tassels. Here you go, Will.
Hello, faculty, friends, families, and most importantly, the Lake Washington High School class of 2026. My name is Will Callahan, and I've had the honor of serving as the class of 2026's president this past year. I'd like to begin by thanking the Lake Washington staff, faculty, and families. Without your guidance and support, none of us would be sitting where we are today. Yesterday, after returning home from rehearsal, I found out that my grandfather had passed away the night before. After lying in bed, looking through old photos of him, I came back to the graduation speech that I'd spent days writing. It was one I had memorized, one that I thought was good, not great, but it was safe. I knew that people would approve of it. And the truth is, I chose that speech because it was safe. But what that safety also brought me was restriction from what I really wanted to say. But as I read through the speech again, I couldn't stop thinking about how my grandfather would have never settled for something he felt was mediocre just to be safe. So I threw it away and started all over. My grandfather was a very accomplished man. He graduated from Dartmouth, got an MBA from Harvard, and founded a business. There's no doubt that he succeeded. But as neighbors and friends came to my grandmother's house yesterday to give their condolences and drop off meals, no one talked about those achievements. What they talked about was how my grandfather had made them feel, the connections he made, and the impact he had on people's lives. I learned two things yesterday. First, that you must step away from the comfort of safety to achieve the things that you want. And second, no matter how many degrees you get, how much money you make, and how many titles you gain, what defines you is the connections you make and the mark you leave on others' lives. As I look out at the class, of 2026, I see a lot of people about to take hundreds of different paths all over the world. Some are headed to Europe, some are pursuing the sport that they love, and some are continuing their academic endeavors. But wherever we all go, I hope that we carry those two lessons with us. Step out of the comfort of the safe option when it's holding you back. Pursue what makes you happy, even if it's uncertain. And remember that success isn't only measured in what you achieve, but the impact you made on others' lives. Years from now, people may not remember your degrees, titles, or how many digits were in your bank account, but what they'll remember for sure is the way that you made them feel. As we begin the next chapter of our lives, I hope that we all carry that with us. And wherever we all end up, remember, once a Kang, always a Kang. With that, you may turn your tassel from right to left, and congratulations to the graduated class of 2026. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Congratulations, 2026 graduates. You are dismissed for one final time. Have a great night. Be safe. We love you.